going, people? It is Liam Caddison here with another episode of Angel. We're on episode number 5 of season 5, which this season has been a blast so far. Really enjoyed these past 4 episodes, especially with Angel and Co. having to adapt to Wolfram and Hart and overcome their own obstacles, and Angel overcoming, trying to overcome another obstacle, that being Spike, as of course we know since the ending of episode 1, he has returned and has been having some issues trying to remain on Earth, I guess, and basically try to defy hell, as we explored in the last episode, which was very, very intense. And there was a very interesting comment that I got regarding the last episode, that being how I think with both Buffy and Angel, last episode was the only episode to feature a warning before the episode aired, which is very interesting because there have been some very, very nasty episodes in terms of the horrificness and gore for not just Buffy but Angel as well. So I find it very, very interesting that the last episode was the only one to feature some kind of warning before the episode aired. I mean, it was very, very intense, but there have been other episodes in both Buffy and Angel that have been very intense as well, especially episode 3 of season 7 for Buffy, that famously is one. There's been a bunch of episodes, and I just found it very, very interesting. So yeah, but we've seemingly kind of made some headway with Spike, not just remaining on Earth, but having some kind of physicality as well. So that should be very interesting when it comes to fights and whatnot. That has kind of been resolved. So yeah, but looking forward to getting into this episode. So with that said, let's get into episode number 5 of season 5 for Angel. Let's go.
What is this? Wolfram and Hart wants to be up your alley? Sounds like a bus station pickup line. Change it. Grab yourself a bagel or something too. You look a little waxy.
Lord's living it. I'd like to have his energy.
Your tender kiss, so don't
I would just ask to get rid of the mirror, okay?
Baby, my heart is full of love.
So, wow. You take a long shower for a guy. Were we having some
I feel like I'm being called out.
Gentlemen's?
I mean, I understand.
It'll take half an hour.
A lot of pressure.
How long did he take?
Policy. Oh, I said you need a release. Not everyone bottles all this stuff up like you.
I don't bottle.
You bottle.
I don't bottle.
He kind of bottles. Oh my god!
Why did we're having a party in here? Well, maybe because
Lord did mention party.
The Wolfram and Hart Halloween bash. Ring a bell? Biggest event on the company calendar. Thing just kind of fell through. Then we can get back to. Okay, you're killing me. Can't you just feel up the big picture, Mr. Magoo?
Who's up
It's not
with
about good
like
and evil. It's
Lorne's
about
mentality?
Party, capital P.
He had that
Rhymes
issue
with me.
in the dressing room.
I'm about to have a stroke here because you're killing me.
Oof. Okay, something's up.
Anyone else who could fix the little boo-boos on this thing?
I can do that. It's probably the trigger mechanism anyway.
No.
Problem solved. I'll see you two.
No, Lord wants this party to get going, but I don't trust anyone here. And do I have to trust Fred and Wesley to deal with this shit?
Hey, Lauren.
Employees.
Also evil?
Here's your blood, bossy. Boss. Some of them, yes. But all of them work hard for this firm. And Halloween, well, around here it's like Christmas.
Great.
Simply put, this is a morale thing. Good luck. Morale around here stinks.
What?
So, is that a good way to
Everybody thinks you suck.
raise it up?
Oh, come on.
Why do you think my RSVP list is only a fifth of the size of last year's?
It's you, babe.
Come on, what do they think I'm throwing?
Oh,
this thing so I
yeah.
can slaughter them.
It's all that put off atmosphere, isn't it?
Fine. I surrender. Go ahead, Lauren. Put on your best dog and pony.
I believe it has a purpose that can help you, even if you don't.
Well, I'm here, aren't I? I agree to this.
Oh,
You
I
did.
love that from
You did.
Lorne. It's his
And I
calling,
promise
though,
you
at
won't
the end of the
regret
day.
But hey, let's say that you let me do most of the talking, huh? You just kind of smile and try not to rip anybody apart.
Public image, okay? You're there. That's all that matters.
Isn't a party without the Archduke.
You're sure you wouldn't like some?
I'm fine.
What's in that? What is in that? Apart from
Thanks.
the contents of...
We're all blood drinkers here.
I still think it's a trap, my lordship.
Maybe, our Toad. But I'm
don't
in
be
the
a
mood
party
for
pooper.
intrigue. So we'll go to their celebration. We'll just make sure we're properly dressed.
And by that you mean... Oh! I thought you had some fancy clothing, you know, a nice tuxedo, well, yeah, okay.
I just end up at the hors d'oeuvres table trying to look occupied.
That's me!
Wallflowers.
Wallflowers?
I need you to give me a
But
hand.
I will be
Help light the
occupied
fuse on this
with
powder
the hors
keg.
d'oeuvres.
Look at the dance floor. The only thing on it is harmony. Hey, you keep pushing that envelope, baby! Lauren, I have things. I'm busy.
Come on, Angel! Remember you in, what was it, She? The...
I'm lonesome. I just can't do it.
What the heck is going on with Lorne?
Let's boogie, sweetheart.
It's gotta be something to do with that of, like, well, the Lorne that was speaking to Lorne.
There it myself. Anybody you know?
Wow, great. Thanks for dropping by.
Great!
You look just,
Great!
Well, I don't have to tell you how awesome you look.
Oh, tough crowd!
Awesome you look. You know how awesome you look. Hey, Angel, hey, we don't want to be greedy with his eminence.
Look, hot stickers.
Are they wasted?
Guys, somebody peed all over there. Well, that's just
Oh,
wrong.
Lord.
Provost. Miss Diglio, hey, how's the family? Here at the company. Yeah, well, you know, I haven't slept a wink in about a month.
You had Wolfram and Hart
What the heck? Is that...
That's great. In and out, 20 minutes, no scarring. I'll tell you, you ought to think about it. We'll go nicely with that legal equity of
Jeez,
yours.
I mean,
I'll definitely look into
I
that.
would say it's great, but considering the way Lord's been behaving, is that maybe related?
All right, sexual tension. With a knife you could cut it, huh? Get a room.
No, we don't. Oh my God! What the heck?
Do you even have a last name?
You?
Occupado.
Oh, shh. I mean, nothing screams a party like a little tussle.
Hey, that's right. Keep walking. You walk alone.
Things loaded.
So am I.
I want to get drunk with Fred. She is the best drinking partner.
I'm totally drunk face.
Yeah.
Charles, you just peed on my shoes.
I'll be damned. That's weird.
Oh my goodness.
Is this a great party or what?
Something is definitely wrong.
What?
Oh no.
Just getting some. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with... What are you doing with that?
Hey, watch it, pal.
He must be under the effects of Lord. You too, presumably.
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 Something.
Anyone else is under the Lorne effect.
Check.
And stop with the.
Do my best.
And you stay here with me, you'll have more sex.
Excellent.
Ugh. Oh man, this is so great.
What do you think of Knox?
Oh. He sucks. He does. He'd probably be a bore of a drunk.
What a fantastic entrance.
Instead of receiving, he's transmitting?
And that's
It's like
just
he's
phase
giving
one.
orders, really.
If you sever the empath from his subconscious for too long, that subconscious can manifest.
Oh, shit.
What do you mean manifest?
Is that consistent with your theory?
Oh! Can manifest!
Oh my god!
Jack Lawn! What the fuck?
Did you press?
Yeah. Come on, come on, come on.
Fred, now!
Oh no!
Oh my god! They shot Looney Tunes.
Those bastards!
Just gonna rest my eyes a little bit.
Good on Fred!
Do you want to get a cup of coffee?
Actually, I could use a drink.
How ironic. Now, I'm shipping Fred with Wesley here, so no knocks.
A manifestation of Dawn.
See you tomorrow. Well, you know, today, but later. Oh, in your chair.
What?
Don't sit in it.
Why can't I?
You pissed in the big man's chair? That's fantastic.
Can you please turn off that warm fuzzy?
What, the loan thing? Well, I just think that's bloody fat.
All right, guys.
Being host of the party. Yeah. Stop trying to be.
The one from Angel there. Party on in your dreams, bud. Oh man, I can't tell you that, like, how much I enjoyed that. That was pretty fun. Don't think we've had a Halloween episode of Angel before. But also that was giving me something blue vibes, especially with Spike, and especially with the I guess components of this episode, how it was, like, I guess akin to what happened in Something Blue to everyone, I guess, under the effects of the spell, to this episode with Lorne, and how his empathy really developed into something that was more of a, I guess, an influence, a destination, like him dictating certain events to happen. And obviously that was creating a bit of a dangerous dilemma, as we saw with Big Lorne, but yeah, it was a really interesting, hilarious episode. Something that you tend to love every now and again with Angel. A nice fun episode. Spin the Bottle is a very famous example, and this was no different. This was very fun to watch. Yeah, I loved this episode. It was quite something, especially with the balance of comedy and sympathy as well. When you analyze Lorne's position and see how kind of demanding his situation is when you think about how he has to appeal to people within and outside of Wolfram and Hart. Not just that though, but there is this idea that all of Angel Investigations, they've got all these incredible abilities or areas that they excel at, and Lorne puts a lot of pressure on himself trying to appeal to everyone, not just inside and outside of Wolfram and Hart in terms of clients, but also Angel Investigations as well. He wants to appeal to them and prove that he is just as valuable as everyone else, I guess, of Angel's side of Wolfram and Hart, because I feel like the axe comment rings heavy in a sense, because there is just this worry you're not as valuable, that you're more expendable, if anything, to everyone else. So you have Lorne putting a lot of pressure on his shoulders. And I kind of like the idea that there is this commentary about how pushing yourself can be quite, it can be quite detrimental because there is, it relates heavily in real life. Like you push yourself too much and you're going to tire yourself out even further. And that was heavily established in this episode when it was revealed that Lorne had his sleep removed so he could focus on all the areas, so he could push so much to appeal to everyone and keep a good image for Wolfram and Hart. And yeah, so I kind of like this idea because, you know, it is very, very important to value yourself, to get some rest, because then you will be able to be recharged and you'll be able to create an efficient progress in work, I guess. And it's always important. I'm going to turn this light on if I can find the remote. Because it's getting quite dark. But as I was saying, it can be quite it can be quite devastating if you push yourself so much to the point where you're not going to rest every now and again. Like, I guess, especially when it comes to reacting as well, you don't want to cram your schedule with so many shows because otherwise you're going to burn yourself out. I mean, that's why I will only have like several shows and whatnot, because otherwise I'm not going to get time to do the things that I'm just going to be working 24/7 and not have time for anything else as well. So it is quite important to prioritize yourself and your workload, because otherwise you're going to tire yourself out and it's going to become too much. And I feel like there was a great demonstration of showing that, like when you had Lorne just have those pains in his head, and you have Super Lorne emerge, I guess you could say. I don't know what term you want to describe Big Lorne as, but I'll call him Super Lorne. So yeah, but it was quite punishing. Lorne's efforts in terms of working 24/7 essentially, because he was tiring himself out, and we saw the ramifications of his empath abilities, that they became dictated events, that they were destinies, really. They manifested from just being able to read someone's minds and, putting them at peace, to being something that is written basically in stone, something that is a destiny, really. So... And it was so akin to something blue, because because we remember Willow, she went through something similar, and things happened based on her word. Same happened here with Lorne, really. He said, "Oh, do this. You can do this and do that." Obviously, he wasn't aware of these events coming to fruition, but it's these events that get spoken, they turn into a reality. Like Fred and Wesley, they got drunk without drinking anything. Told Angel and Eve to get a room. They got a room. So yeah, but I do like the kind of commentary that you should value yourself. Like, you can't appeal to everyone every single second. You've got to have importance as well. Your rest, your life, really, it is important. Despite the fact that you can try to make everyone happy as much as you can, you've also got to value yourself, because otherwise things can, like, not just decrease in terms of quality, I guess, because if you work at a tired level, then you're not going to have that efficiency as much, if that makes sense. But also, you're going to be punishing yourself as well, because you're going to be so tired, you're going to be so exhausted, you're going to be burning yourself out. And something like Lorne's lifestyle, where he's all enthusiastic, partying, etc., that can become quite a chore as well. So, and we were seeing how stressed out Lorne was becoming, and how he was punishing himself with having to appeal with everyone, and it became something where he took his sleep away, or he had his sleep took away. appealed 24/7 to everyone, and we saw the ramifications of that, where his empathy and how his ability to quell others, it manifested into something that was quite concerning as well, because it can like whatever he says, it could create heinous acts, for example. Like you just got to think of the, like, what if Lorne said something like, I don't know, really, really negative, and that came to fruition because of the fact that his, because of his abilities, they have manifested into something that is more of a dictating event scenario. So, yeah, but so that's why it's also it's sad, but also there is this hilarious side of things, because you look at Wesley and Fred, and they were just off it. So, but also it's also important to recognize the importance of Lorne resting and valuing himself, because it is quite sad where he not only is sacrificing his own rest and his own health to appeal to everything 24/7, but also that worth for Angel and co, that he has to that he doesn't feel as I guess proficient and talented as the rest of Angel Investigation. So it is sad, but there's also this kind of funny aspect when you focus on Spike as well, with his positive attitude and whatnot. So I do like the blend of how sad but also funny this kind of scenario is. So yeah, but yeah, the important lesson is look after yourself and don't push yourself too hard to the point where it's going to harm you, if anything. And yeah, I think that's a very, very important lesson that needs to, I guess, be adhered to every like area, because you hear stories of like video games companies, for example, or animation projects going under crunches, and that's not beneficial whatsoever. Obviously, yeah, you want to adhere to your, like, well, I guess clients and whatnot, but your rest is important, and there's no point working under tired or exhausted conditions, because that's going to harm the person more, and it's going to be more harmful rather than helpful, if yeah. So yeah, but it was really, really nuts seeing people like Fred, people like Wesley, people like Spike just acting in a very, very hilarious manner. Like Fred and Wesley being drunk, even though they weren't drunk, was really, really amazing. I love Fred being drunk so much that, yeah, I think me and like, because I'm quite the I don't know, if anything, I would say me drunk is kind of similar to Fred. Like, there is this chaotic and more happy drunk and all that jazz. I think we would make the chaotic duo. I would love to, that would just be, yeah, that would just be a combination. Myself and Fred, just drunk, works so well. But it's just so great as well, because Wesley and Fred, they bounced off each other really, really well under the influence, I guess you could say, even though they weren't drunk, but they were magically, so it's still technically drunk. Whatever you want to deem it, it was just fun. It was also sad as well. That's another aspect of how there is a funny side of things, but there's also a sad side of things as well. With this scenario, because obviously the general vibe with Wesley and Fred, it was hysterical. But there's also that sadness because obviously Fred has a kind of thing for Knox. And Wesley does as well. And there is a side of me that's like hoping that Wesley and Fred can try something maybe. But Knox is there, and I don't trust him, and I don't. There is a large part of me that's just very, very cautious with Fred potentially getting with Knox, because obviously Wolfram and Hart. You want to. There, it's difficult to have any kind of faith with them. So, and I just worry that if Fred goes with Knox, then she's going to be hurt, and I don't want Fred to be hurt. So, and I think Wesley's gone through his own kind of like he's gone through a more positive journey since I guess this time last season to be, you know, rightfully within a shot to have a chance with Fred potentially. So, but I definitely would rather Wesley have a relationship with Fred than Knox, because I don't trust him whatsoever. So, yeah, but it was sad as well. Like when they were, of course, under the influence, when she mentioned Knox, and there was that dejected face from Wesley, and that final shot with Wesley walking out whilst Knox and Fred were having a drink. Very, very dejecting, and it punched in the heart. So, yeah, but it was very, very fun seeing Fred and Wesley out of their mind. So, yeah, but I did like the idea that, like I said, what Lorne had to say became a dictated event, because he told them to have a bit of a drink, and they did in a mystical sense. Even though Wesley only drank a third, I think it was, of his so. But it was still, and it probably wasn't even high in volume as well. So, but it was really, really fun seeing the shenanigans that came from them too, as well as Spike and his positive streak that he had going on. Especially when he saw Angel and Eve do the do, and he was just so enthusiastic. He's like, "Oh, he's getting laid! Awesome, mate!" So yeah, and I think Spike's attitude, as well as when you combined that with what was going on with Lorne and how his abilities manifested to become dictated events, I think that's when the penny dropped. Okay, this is definitely something blue terrain. Considering how hysterical that episode was, and this was no different. But also there is that layer of sadness as well. So, yeah, there is a helicopter. It's rude. I'm doing my thoughts. So please not, Mr. Helicopter. No, but it was really, really... it was really, really hysterical with Spike. It's just really great when Spike has these kind of out of character moments in terms of his enthusiasm and all that jazz, because it plays off so well. So yeah. And then there was Angel and Eve. There was a bit of foreshadowing as well when Angel was, of course, emerging from the shower after his heinous bout, as established in the early part of this episode. So there was a bit of foreshadowing when Eve saw Angel naked, and of course we had Lorne tell Angel and Eve, get a room. So yeah, yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see if things can get a bit closer between them two, in the sense. Like, I don't expect so on a romantic level, but even after their spell, after they couldn't stop touching each other and all that, there was a bit of that depthness, and it will be very interesting to see if things do grow in terms of their connectivity, because I do feel like there is the chance for them to have a bit of that connectivity, to have that deeper connection. I don't know. It's just very, very. It's just a very, very interesting connection that I don't see becoming something, of course, romantic, but I do see something becoming deep between the pair. So yeah, but that remains to be seen. But yeah, I thought this was a very, very this was a very, very fun and also sad episode. But yeah, it was great to have that focus on Lorne, because like I said, it's been too long since we had a Lorne focused episode, and we had a very, very great episode in terms of Lorne and how, he might not have certain abilities that that the rest of Angel Investigations might have, and his what he does is, you know, he throws a good time and appeals to everyone, and it's really, really great to have Angel basically be there for him. Like, even at the end of the episode, that was really, really nice. And it really hit me in the heart a bit because obviously all of this wasn't Lorne's fault, and Angel knows that. But also Angel knows that Lorne has been kind of kicking himself a bit down with the fact that he's compared himself to the rest of Angel Investigations and how they have these unique abilities, and Lorne's there throwing a good time. That's his special ability. He has to appeal, and not just that though, but his job is pretty taxing when he has to appeal to everyone, not just inside and outside of Wolfram and Hart. So, and added to that, his sleep's been removed. And like I said, I think this episode spoke of a great importance about how it's important to look after yourself, that you shouldn't be working 24/7 because it's going to eat away at you and it's going to harm you more than do you good. So I really, really did like how supportive Angel was to Lorne in this episode, because I think Lorne needed it so much. And I'm hoping Lorne does take good care of himself. So, and I thought the closing shot of this episode, Angel taking care of Lorne, knowing that Lorne needs to rest, it's important. It's very, very wholesome and sympathetic, because Angel is sympathizing so much with the guy who does the empath skills and all of that, because Lorne's been it's been a tough time for Lorne. So it's really, really it was a really, really great closing shot in my opinion. So yeah, but great episode. It had its moments of of sympathy, but also hilarity as well. Even with Gunn as well. I forgot to mention about him and how he was just peeing everywhere. It was pretty hysterical to see certain characters just have their moments. Fred and Wesley, Spike, yeah. It was a pretty chaotic episode, but also, like I said, very, very sympathetic as well for Lorne and what he's been going through. So yeah, but I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!